So welcome everybody to the February 2021 Ask Your Guides Live. I'm so excited that you're here. It's going to be a rip bang roaring session because I have been working all week on my 21-day meditation challenge from Metatron, and I'm all fired up about that. It's coming along. Hopefully we'll be ready for prime time soon. I can introduce it to all of you. And I'm excited to hear what your questions are because so many things are shifting in the world, and it's really an interesting time. And we're all being called to step up in greater ways than we have before. So I don't know. I'm just excited to see what's going to happen next. Hopefully you all are as well. So let's just take a moment and ground ourselves. Just take a couple of deep breaths. Close your eyes. Feel those breaths as they relax every centimeter of your body. And as you do, feel that life-giving healing blood pumping through your entire system. And know that your creator, who loves you so very much, is even now filling you up to overflowing with vital force energy. Together, we're going to create even more and share it in our circle, one to the other, as we are each energized and enervated as we move forward into our new adventures, which are yet to come. So thank you to all the guides, masters, teachers, Metatron, and Creator for this special space that you've allowed us to create today. We appreciate you so very much, and we're so thankful that you take that time for us. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So, Dawn, hit me with your best shot.
Hello. Well, thank you for having me again. I was on with you for the first time back in June, and you told me something, and I think it's happening. So I just want to see what Spirit has to say. So I went on a date yesterday with, I think, the guy who was supposed to be my partner that was coming in March. He came a little early, I think, and I think it's him. So his name is Anthony. So I don't know. What do you think?
Okay, well, let's ask. So, oh, wait a second, you guys. I forgot to switch the view. Do that because I want your privacy to be protected. There we go. That's what we want. Okay. So now you are all protected. Dawn, you said, what was his name again?
Anthony.
Anthony. So can you tell us, is Anthony an optimal partner for Dawn for an exciting long-term relationship? Oh yeah, and I get little goosebumps about that. So it feels really good. Yeah, so they're saying just enjoy the relationship, flow with it, don't worry about it.
Okay, and then the other part, that guy who left me and broke up with me, still kind of hanging on. So I don't know, is it okay to still be his friend, or do I have to fully cut those cords? He's a nice guy. His name was Dan.
Dan, so is it an optimal choice to allow Dan to remain in Dawn's life? Nope, nope, nope. He's a distraction. He's going to create some uncomfortable, prickly energy for you that will interfere with your new relationship.
Oh, don't want that. Okay, well, thank you so much.
You're so welcome. That was easy.
Mike's next.
Good morning, sunshine.
Good morning.
I just wanted to check in. I have a lot going on, and I feel blessed and stretched. And I just invite Spirit to tell me any advice on slowing down and focusing on whatever.
Okay, so for Mike, who is blessed and stretched, what message do you have to share with him today? I'm seeing fireworks going off, but they're quiet, gentle fireworks, if that makes sense. They're like, so they're beautiful, but they're very peaceful. So it's for you. It's like, how do I explain this? You know, what we normally expect from fireworks is high energy, lots of excitement and explosions, right? That's not what you want. Yours is going to shift into your own version of fireworks. It's quieter, it's more organized. Yeah, so it fits more with who you are. So it's a message, Mike, about taking what's out there and molding it to fit your model. And in the doing of that, you will be sharing that with other people because your way is a better way for a lot of people, but they don't know that they can do this. Does that make sense?
Perfect. Thank you very much.
And maybe that's part of what's coming out in your next series of books, because it feels really, really potent.
That's what I'm feeling too. And I'm kind of like feel pushed to do more, but then claiming I need to balance and schedule.
Yes, always
Control.
taking care of you and being in that peaceful, harmonious, balanced place. And what they want you to know is you can be equally effective in that space. You don't have to be the loud, explosive firework. You can be the controlled, quiet, gentle, beautiful firework.
Beautiful message. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Jonathan is next.
Hi. My brother actually had to go to work. He just left. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
But he did tell me that he wanted to know what his guides had for him in the next 6 months. If they had any insight for Jonathan.
Okay. So for Jonathan, what guidance can you give him for the next 6 months? Is he a bicyclist?
No, he walks to the bus stop and he takes the bus. He's working towards getting his own car and his own place and everything, but he's just wanting some guidance and insight on what he can expect in the next 6 months of his life.
Okay, because I saw an image of a tall, thin man in a bicycle. So,
He's really tall. He doesn't know how to ride a bicycle.
okay, well,
Unfortunately.
maybe he wants to learn because I don't know. There's something with him in a bicycle. Let's see what else they have to say.
Okay.
So, he doesn't ride a bicycle, so what do you have to share with him? Now I'm seeing him in a canoe and he's on this beautiful placid lake and he's just very slowly rowing, just gliding across this smooth, beautiful water. And there's this peacefulness about him. He's just in this very wonderful, amazing, energetic space where he's trusting that the universe does have his back and that everything will work out for him. So the message there, Kat, is more about him breathing, relaxing, trusting, staying out of that worry and that frenetic energy that sometimes creeps in when we get scared and things aren't happening fast enough.
Okay.
And when we stray into that territory, it's like, okay, he's now shifted his canoe and he's going over the rough water. And it's really difficult and it's even scarier because that's where his thoughts turned into those scary things. So it's about when that happens, stop, do some deep breathing, shift back into the visual of being on the calm, placid water and slowly rowing and moving forward. When you do that, you open up the doors for more amazing possibilities to come into your life. But when you shift into the rapids and the fear, it's like you're wearing blinders and you can't see all the help that's coming from your guides and all the opportunities. So there's a big challenge for him of shifting his energy and staying in that place of faith and trust because there is a lot coming for him. It's just on the other side of that lake and he can get there. His guides are with him, guiding him along. So as much as he can stay out of worry and stress, that will really serve him well. So this is about 11/7, something like that. So when I post the replay, Kat, you can share that video with him so that he can hear the message himself.
And I inadvertently muted you, Kat. I apologize.
No worries, no worries. Okay, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate you. I'll wait my turn.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, let me know if that helps.
I definitely will let him know. I wrote everything down, but I'm sure he'll rewatch it as well.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, Eric is next.
Hello.
Hi, Eric. How are
Hi,
you?
Deborah. How are you this morning?
I'm wonderful. Glad to see you.
I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be generous and to be here with us. So we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Okay, my question to you today is, We plan on relocating out of California, and we are a little bit questionable about where I should be looking for employment. Is there anything that my spirit guide may be able to help gravitate towards any specific area in the United States?
So for Eric, what guidance can you give him on a location where he can find an amazing job that will feed his soul? So let's just start with the compass. Would it be north, east, south? Get a yes on south. What about west? South. So what's south of you? Have you considered locations south?
Yeah, we are in the San Francisco area at the moment.
So south as in California, Southern California, is that what you're saying? That would be a good place to start. Are you talking about further south though, like Mexico?
That's for us to relocate
Yeah,
out of California.
yeah. So I got a no on Mexico, so somewhere south of where you are now. So are there any places south of you that you've considered that I could ask specifically about?
I don't have any specific places on the top of my. I haven't really been looking.
Okay. So let's just ask, is it
Oh,
south?
Utah. I'm sorry, Utah. Let's
What
try
about
Utah.
Utah? Okay. So
Yeah.
Utah be an optimal choice for Eric to move for his career? No. So when you say south of where he's at now, is as far south as LA? Further than LA? Okay, so somewhere between where you are now and LA, that south area.
Okay.
It's a good place to start.
Okay. In California?
Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause you're in San Francisco now, so
That is
what's
correct.
right?
Yes.
So what about, let's just ask about adjoining states. So what about like, what's over there? New Mexico or Nevada? Either of those would be good choices. Nevada? No. New Mexico? No. So it's staying California is what I'm getting. Let's just ask one more question. All right. So for Eric, is it even optimal for him to move? Let's start with that because we didn't ask that. So is it an optimal choice for him to move? That's kind of an in-between, Eric. So it's up to you. You could stay where you're at as long as you're okay with it. You don't have to move. But if you do choose to move, the most optimal place for you would be south, like between where you are in LA.
Okay, that was a good question to think of.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, well, thank you very much for your time. Bless you.
Thanks, you too.
Okay.
Kat G's actually next. Kat, did you have a question for yourself?
Actually, for the first time, no. I wanted to just ask in general if my guides had anything to say to me. I've been doing some steps since our last meeting, and I'm pretty proud of myself, but I wanted to see if they had any insight or anything you want to add to what's going on.
Okay, so for Kat, do you have any guidance about what's going on in her life? I'm seeing little sparklies like fairy sparkle dust. So, and it's like it's sprinkling around you, which is an indication that you're on the right path and that the energy is really good, Kat. I don't know if you feel a connection with the elementals or not, but this feels like an invitation for you to engage with them.
Okay. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
Okay. So encouragement for you, reach out, connect with them. Play with them. It's a very playful energy. So it's like they're inviting you to play. When you do that, of course, you're going to shift your energy into a much better place, which opens up more doors of opportunity for you.
Yay. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Are we next? You ready for a next one? Epiphany Starlight.
Good morning, Deborah.
How are you feeling?
I'm starting to get a little bit better. I still have like a lot stuff coming up and coming out like the first like hour in the morning, but my energy level is starting to get a little bit better. However, this is the 7th week that I've been sick. So I would only hope now that I'm finally maybe getting through it. But so yeah, that's like the question is, like what's going on? Like why have I been so sick? I mean, I went and I got COVID tested. It came back negative. Like I had told you, it's kind of all in my sinuses. I've never been this sick for so long. Usually I can fight it off pretty easily. So like, is this like, stress related?
That's a fucking flu.
Well, it's easy to say that, but I definitely feel like there's like something else going on, like something, I don't know, is it a physical thing? Is it a metaphysical thing? Is it an ascension thing? So I just wanted to get your insight on it.
So what can you tell Epiphany about this illness? Is it ascension related? Yes, definitely. Is it connected to past life issues? No. Okay. Yeah, so it's like I'm seeing you like very slowly and painfully climbing this ladder. So it's part of that ascension journey, and you just hit a spot of it where you're moving so rapidly that your body is struggling to keep up.
Okay.
So that's why you're having the symptoms. So let's just ask, is she nearing the end of this illness? Yeah, it feels like it should be clearing up soon. And they're just tapping me on the shoulder to say, tell her she's done a really fabulous job hanging in, staying energy and moving forward. Because, some people would get discouraged, give in, and slide backwards. Manage to stay in the forward motion. So they want to, bravo to Epiphany for doing a great job. Yeah.
Okay. It's good to know that it's coming to an end, because I have, so much in the mix, so many things are changing, which is, I feel like in a positive direction. And that was something I was worried about, is like, oh, is there something where I'm headed is toxic? And then maybe like my guides are saying, hey, slow down, let's think about this. But it sounds like it's just more of a, like, because I'm moving so quickly, like you say, sometimes it's hard to stay on that same level and keep up, so your frequency gets a little lower, you can get sick, but I'm trying to persevere because I want good things to happen.
Yeah, you're doing great, so just keep hanging in there. And you
Okay.
get to a place where there will be like a pause and a restart, so you have time to catch your breath, catch up with yourself, look around at where you're at now, and then make new plans to move forward again for the next burst of advancement. But yeah, you're doing really great, so just keep hanging.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Excellent. Rachel is next. And Deborah, if you might want to move just a little closer to your computer for the vocal.
Sorry.
No, sorry. Just wanted to let you know so you'll have a good quality audio.
Hi, Deborah.
What's your question today?
My question is, in a few words, what should I focus on? The reason I ask that is I am feeling very tired. I know it's also winter and cold and all of that, which is not giving me the right energy. You know how I love to travel to the warm climate. And I'm in a place right now where I think I'm tired of just doing so much. Like I need the next client, and I need to grow my business. And I feel like it's just so overwhelming and exhausting. So I when you think about, I don't know what question to ask specifically, but it's something like, okay, first of all, where is my next client coming from? Or where should I focus on? Is it LinkedIn? Is it Facebook? Is it YouTube? Something like that would be helpful. But really, it's about my focus.
Okay. So, what would be the most effective thing for Rachel to focus on to grow her business right now? Is it one of the social media outlets or more than one of them? So, social media is a positive, empowering method. All right. So, let's start with LinkedIn. Is LinkedIn the optimal or one of the optimals? Not necessarily, no. What about YouTube? Yeah, keep doing the YouTube. That's a really, it's like a shining beacon star I'm seeing, flashing to say yes. Okay, and Facebook and Twitter, do you do those as well?
Facebook, not Twitter. Yeah, Facebook.
Facebook, is that something to pursue? That's just kind of in the middle, not as
Okay.
powerful as YouTube.
Okay.
Let's ask about Pinterest.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
Yeah, Pinterest you should do. I only ask that, Rachel, because Pinterest can be a really good place to put your videos.
Mm.
Bring a lot of traffic to your website without a lot of work.
Yeah, I've been putting it off because I'm like, I don't want to add on again and exhaust myself even more. But a few people have told me that, like, it's something I should consider. Oh gosh.
Build a following and connect with people. You can always hire that work out to somebody if you don't want to do it.
Yeah, I definitely need to do that. About you mentioned last time about affiliates. Wait, just one more thing about YouTube. I love YouTube. I know it's my future. I'm gonna continue. But somebody reached out to me yesterday who's kind of a coach into YouTube to grow again, and I'm just hesitant if I should invest in that.
Okay. So this YouTube coach, would this be an optimal choice for Rachel? No.
Hmm.
No, you've already invested in one of those
I
programs.
know. It's just that you always think like, oh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I just keep doing and doing, and it's just like, yeah. And I love it, but it's just not growing as, I'm not getting clients from it. That's the thing.
Yeah, you got to convert them. So here's something new that's coming along. I don't know if you've tried to get on Clubhouse or not, but there are YouTube conversations going on Clubhouse where you can actually connect with some of the movers and shakers in the world, as well as a lot of your ideal clients. So in March, that's going to open up to Android. So if that's the reason you haven't done it,
Yeah, it is.
get on in March. And, I'm on Clubhouse, you guys. So if any of you are, hook up with me on Clubhouse. I'm going to be doing some stuff there. Just my name. So it's at Debbra Lupien. But as soon as that opens up, Rachel, check in there. Some of those groups, like Liz, who I mentioned to you from our YouTube group, she has one that she hosts regularly with Heather Torres from Think Media, and a couple other, Shelly Saves the Day, who's a big YouTuber. She's connected with them because of Clubhouse and some other movers and shakers. So the opportunity is there to really get in, and then of course spin off into your own rooms that you can create and attract your ideal clients. You can be talking about the things that you coach on. And the cool thing about it is you don't got to be camera ready. It's all audio. You just show up and talk.
Yeah, March is not so far away, so that's good. And then the last thing is last time you said, affiliate would be an optimal choice. And I'm just going crazy getting all of these affiliate ideas and opportunities and MLMs and all of that. And I'm just like, oh, it just doesn't feel like, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, is something going to pop up? Should I look for something specific? I just don't want to spend money on certain programs that I have done in the past and then nothing comes out of it.
Well, it's feeling like you've already invested in enough programs. So the affiliate thing, don't let it make you nuts. Just sign up for the ones that feel like a good match to you that you can happily promote. Promote them when you feel like it. You don't have to make it a part-time job that you do affiliates. You can just every once in a while, when something shows up that looks interesting, share it with your people. If they like it, they'll go for it. If not, you've only spent a couple of minutes sharing it. So
yeah, it's just that some of these programs are, you pay and then you pay membership and then, I don't know, it's these affiliate programs really, but it's.
Personally, I wouldn't get into those. It's too complicated. Those are for the people who are doing affiliates like as their job.
Yeah.
Much. You know, like some of the ones I shared with you, those are simple. Those are other coaches that I know. I see that they've got integrity. I like them as people. I like the products that they're putting out. And I don't share everything that they share with me. I only pick the ones that the people I know who are growing their businesses could benefit from.
Okay, so bottom line, continue with Facebook and YouTube, and then maybe add on Pinterest and just
yeah. And
I guess
Facebook was only like kind of you know, yes, no, it doesn't really matter. YouTube was a high one and Pinterest was a high one. But get those videos on Pinterest.
Okay.
You will build a really big following fast.
Yeah, it's just the clients that have to like, and I'm in a wrong space right now. I'm in a space of, oh, I need clients, and it's just not working. Yeah.
Yeah. So just get into that other space of they're coming and stop thinking I need clients because that pushes them away.
Yeah, totally.
On being very upbeat and what you're sharing with the world.
I'm so easy. It's so easy for me to do that when I'm traveling. That would be my last question, Deborah. Like, when am I going to travel again? And not just travel, but like to a warm, sunny South climate.
So what I heard as soon as you said that, Rachel, because it took your energy right down. Okay, honey, you don't have to actually physical travel to travel. Do it in your head. Take meditation journeys. Go to those delightful places, bring up the memories of places you have been, and then allow it to change as you're remembering it into a new adventure. So do that adventure virtually. That can help you to feel better while you're waiting for the world to sort the problems out so that you can physically travel again. That would be a really great coping mechanism for you.
Yeah.
And of course, the little day trips, things that you can do. Look for what you can do. Stop focusing and mourning what you can't do. That brings more of what you can't do.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Up next is Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So as you know, I have a new adventure. I'm very excited about it. And I'll be really starting it in a couple of months. I'm just writing things now. So I have a few quick questions about this. The first is I'm thinking of keeping really one, but maybe 2 asana classes. Is that a good idea? Should I just ditch them?
Is it an optimal choice for Nicole to continue her asana classes? Yeah, I get a very warm feeling about that. Very positive. And you enjoy them, right?
Some of them, which is why I want to keep some. Yeah. The first course that I'm writing, I'm wondering about if it's okay for it to be mostly recording and only a little bit of it live.
So is it an optimal choice to create a course that is mostly recorded? Yeah.
All right, cool.
Fine. Whatever you feel led to do, trust your intuition. You've got such great intuition.
I'm starting to spin. I'm getting very excited because I know this is a good path for me. So I'm getting very excited. I know it's going to work. So I'm getting a little bit into my head about it. I keep getting one quick one. I keep getting this message about children. Children. And I would love for some guide. This has been going on for years now, for some guidance on what that means. I was thinking that meant one of my courses for how to meditate is for teachers. But is there something else? Is it my children? Is it, it's beginning to get in my head, make me a little crazy at this point.
So what is this thing about children that keeps showing up for Nicole? Are you referencing her children? No. So is it work she's going to do with children? Yeah. It's somehow, as you're morphing your business, be open to opportunities where you can work with children. Because I feel it very powerfully in my solar plexus, like this is the start of something big. That's what I hear. It's like a whole new direction for you that will be so satisfying, and it will so serve not only the children, but their families.
Interesting. Cool.
And you get to decide what it looks like. So start where it feels comfortable and then allow it to expand and morph.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next is David. David B.
David, great to see you.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. We spoke a while back, and I can't find my notes that I took while we spoke. And I was just trying to remember what my gift is, and if my guides have any messages for me, because I feel like I'm on the precipice of something changing. I feel things moving and the wheels turning and like little glimpses of light at the end of the tunnel. It just feels like something's getting ready to change. So any messages, and what's my gift?
Yeah, so your gift was the sensitive organizer.
Sensitive organizer.
Energetically sensitive, and you like things to be very orderly, very compartmentalized. You need peace and harmony to nurture your soul.
Okay.
And you also need to periodically stop and recharge your batteries, because you can easily get really run down by the noisy energy of the world. So I probably sent you the zip up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're not using that, definitely use that to keep yourself protected from that noisy energy. And all it's really doing is it's giving you good boundaries, because
Okay.
you naturally come with the ability to create good boundaries. Part of your journey is learning about healthy boundaries.
Interesting. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. And then any messages that my spirit guide or any of those guys want to mention to me?
So is there anything you want to share with David today? Oh, I'm seeing you. This is funny. I'm seeing you ice skating, and you're just gliding along the ice, very peaceful, and you're doing these gorgeous figure eights. So it's feeling very comfortable to you. It's like this is something that you have done, and you feel this satisfaction that you can do it well, because you don't like to do things you don't do well. And this feels wonderful because you flow. So for you, it's more finding the flow in whatever you're doing in life. So if you're doing things that feel sticky and there's a lot of friction and stress, you want to look at those from the outside in, a different perspective, figure out, either get rid of them if they're not working for you, or find a way to do them differently so that they put you into that flow where you can glide. Does that make sense?
It does. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Okay. Hang on just a moment. Next is Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Hello, Deborah. How are you? Thank you so much for doing this. I really enjoyed our conversation on Clubhouse the other day. That was fun. So my question is, I have been getting the last 3 nights in dream time or sleep time, I have been feeling like I'm getting these profound downloads, waking up. And just what I'm waking up and saying is, God, show me the way, ascended master, show me, like 3 nights in a row, very powerfully. I just stepped into, I'm stepping into a lot of stuff. And I just, what are they trying to share with me, I guess, is what I'm trying to understand and move towards. I'm here to serve. So I'm here to do whatever it is that you're calling me to do, but can I get some more clarity around what it is that you need of me?
Sure. Okay, so for Mary, what can you tell her about these amazing dreams that she's had? I'm seeing you as a small child, and you've gone to a carnival or it's a county fair, and there's all this deliciousness and fun. And you're just in this place, you're looking up and your eyes are sparkling and you're so enjoying the experience. And that's what they want you to do now. It's, Mary, we're bringing you all of this wonder, joy, and delight. So just soak it up. And as you move through it, you're going to be sampling what comes to you. And when you sample, evaluate, is this something that just lights you up, that you love and enjoy? And if it is, do more of it. If it's not, discard it and move on, because you are in a stage of selectively moving through the opportunities that are coming to you, because you've created all this energy, this manifestation energy. You're bringing so many opportunities in, but you can't do them all. You don't want to do them all. They don't all match you, even though in the beginning they look very sparkly and appealing. It's a matter of you going through and evaluating the ones that are the very juiciest and best, doing those, letting the others go. Does that make sense?
So basically choose what you want. And we support you.
Yeah, there's no shoulding, Mary. It's always about what feels best for you, what feeds your soul. That's what's asked of you by Creator. To come here, expand your consciousness, do what feeds your soul. Have a great time.
Yeah. Can I ask one more quick question? Am I supposed to be relocating to Sedona soon, later, or not at all?
No, supposed to, but for Mary, would a
Am I?
Yeah, it's a great place. And so are you saying in the near future, would it be a short-term move? Yeah, I'm feeling all this pitter-pattering of feet, and it's like the sooner the better. It's really a delicious, great environment and energy for you. So when you can put everything together and make it happen, that would be great.
Okay, well, I have a condo there and I just simply host retreats, but I wasn't sure if I'm supposed to be there all the time. So that's, I mean, okay.
Yeah, like this little tap on the back of your head, and they're saying, not supposed to, but be there as much as you desire. That's what it's about. It's not like you have to plant yourself there and be there permanently, but be there as much as you desire, because that can change. You are changing and evolving. You're in a rapid acceleration stage. So allow it to evolve in a way that pleases you.
Thank you so much, Deborah. I look forward to chatting with you more on Clubhouse. Thanks for holding this space. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
And Teresa is next.
Hey, Teresa.
Hi.
What's your question today?
I'm having problems with my eyesight, and I'm concerned as to how it's going to affect my future.
Okay, so what can you tell Teresa about her eyesight and her future? Yeah, I'm seeing it getting cloudy, Teresa. So they're validating for you that, yeah, something's going on. So is this it's a physical issue? Okay, and is it likely that she can correct it? I'm getting a yes on that, Teresa. So there's something that can be done to correct it. And is that she can do with traditional medical intervention? No. Okay. So would that be something that herbal or natural remedies? Yes. So have you looked into alternatives, Teresa?
Yes.
Is there anything that's resonated or has been helpful?
No, it's supposedly it's a muscle problem, and right now they're trying to correct it with eyeglasses, but it's not really helping it.
I'm hearing Ayurvedic. Have you done anything Ayurvedic?
No.
Look into that. It may end up being a combination of modalities, but start with Ayurvedic. See what they have for you.
Okay.
Like, you want to take action on this because it will deteriorate if you don't do something to stop it soon. So there are options out there for you. You've just got to keep searching.
Okay.
So they want you to feel hopeful. You are your own advocate is what they're saying. Get out there and advocate like mad for Teresa, and don't stop until you find what you need.
Okay, I'm not really familiar with Ayurvedic.
Yeah, I'm not either. It's just the word that they brought.
Okay.
I know it's very powerful healing modality. So look around for somebody who's really good in that and see what you can find out.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Leah, I see your hand is up. What you need to do is put your question in the chat. It's great to see you. I'm so glad you came back.
Yeah, you don't have to put the question. All you have to do is to put, I have a question. And that's how you get in the queue. And by the way, some people have private messaged me going, people are going before me. What happens is as they message me, if they private message me, it's on my board. So, but you don't have to message double time. I promise you're in line. So the next is, now I'm gonna work really diligently at this. Is it Daumant? Daumants. How do you say that?
Unmute yourself, Daumant. We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
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 In Latvian we say Daumants.
Daumants.
Yes. Yeah.
Daumants. Thank you.
But it's hard to pronounce it correctly even for Latvians. So no offense. Hello. I'm glad to see you. And my question was, how does my life right now in overall look for my guides? It's more generalized question. Is everything fine? Am I on the right path?
Okay. So for Daumants, what can you tell him about his present situation? I'm seeing these flags. People are waving flags, so that's some kind of a celebration. So have you been pursuing that artwork? Are you moving more into that?
Well, I'm creating a couple of artworks, and they are with little flags maybe, yes, but they might look like little flags. But I'm also involved into I'm not sure, is it national things, but I'm I'm doing art little by little, and then I'm also involved into Telegram stuff, which is more what's happening around us. And then I also have opportunity to distribute my sister's eco cosmetics here in UK. So I'm not sure where are flags.
Well, they could be metaphorical. It was a feeling like they're waving flags and celebrating some accomplishment for you. So the thing, you mentioned several options for you as far as income.
Yeah.
So as we talked with someone else earlier, maybe you heard, it's always about evaluating the one or two that really feel wonderful, the things that you would do for free because they feel so great. That's what you're looking for when we say find what feeds your soul. Because when you makes you feel that way, you will magnetize yourself. You will be successful. You'll bring more opportunities to yourself. You can't not be successful when you do what feeds your soul. So cosmetics, does that feed your soul?
Oh yes, it's it is my sister. I understand that it's family related, but it's I truly believe it's very inspiring for me, and we are just moving it slowly at the moment because UK is now of the Europe now, so it makes a little bit more complicated the border thing. But art, yeah, that's been since ever, and the last is more like my presence into. It's more looking from spiritual perspective, kind of like well, yeah, but yeah, first two I'm very sure about myself. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you for that.
So just keep, as you're doing these things, evaluating how do they feel, you know, and if they start to feel not so good, then look at, is there something you're doing different that made them not so good? Or maybe you've just grown and now it's time to look for something different. So know that what feeds your soul today might not be the same thing that feeds your soul next year. So we are expanding and evolving as souls. So we're always reevaluating to see whether what we're doing is that thing that lights us up.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah.
What about the chocolate?
Oh, the chocolate. I had some ideas that maybe I should develop my own because I'm vegan, but there is a lot in the market already. Like, I'm still trying to understand how to translate that sensation towards myself. But the last art which I made, I just allowed myself to just to kind of like allow myself to do it instead of thinking too much. Is it this way or that way? Not involving logic too much, doing more with intuition. And it seems, yeah, it seems, at least I like it. So.
Well, here's something to think about. Is it possible to somehow incorporate the chocolate into the makeup?
That could be probably as a kind of gift on a side,
Or
I would say.
Some secret ingredient that makes people look younger. I don't know. I'm just feeling like somehow there's an opportunity to incorporate that chocolate with the makeup, because if you think about it, the face is a palette, right? You're an artist.
Yeah.
And so you're taking this makeup business and you're going to do it in a way that's different from what everybody else does, from the perspective of an artist. Maybe that's
Yes, that's true. Wow. Oh,
idea, but that's just what's kind of rippling
yeah.
around. So you think about that.
Yes, thank you a lot. Thank you, Em.
Welcome.
Oh, that's really fun. I went to a lot of places with that, the health of dark chocolate. So go with that, Demont. Domont. How am I doing? Huh?
You do fine. Thank you. It's
You're
no
welcome.
worries.
So the next one, I'm going to work on this one. Is it Janaki? Am I saying that correctly?
Close enough, yes.
I would appreciate assistance with how to pronounce your name.
Janaki, yes, that's fine.
Janaki, thank you.
I have a couple questions, but first one, I'm kind of taking a journey. I've decided to open myself up and apprentice myself to do psychic readings. I have a lot of volunteers and focusing and challenging myself with that. I want to ask, when can I start possibly doing that professionally? And secondly, because of that, I started having some lucid dreams with a guide who is sitting me down and showing me mathematical equations and trying to teach me stuff, but I can't hear them. It's like, it's just no sound whatsoever in these sessions, and it's frustrating. Is there any way that I can open up my psychic hearing and hear them in these dreams? Because they're trying to give me all this information and it just seems to be very frustrating, and they've gone down to just like writing one symbol at a time for me to bring with me back to the conscious world.
Yeah, so it's really exciting what you're doing, and you know that they're bringing you this information so that you can share it. So what about if you, instead of trying to hear it and struggling, because it should never be struggle, that's where the problem is. What if you try to draw what you're seeing?
Oh, I have.
Okay.
Yes, I've been writing down some of the longer equations. I don't remember, but the symbols, yeah, I'm bringing back symbols, and they are in mathematics, which is shocking me because I did not know these things.
You're probably something that's, ancient that they're bringing forward. So don't stress about it. Just be in a space of gratitude that you're getting this information. Record as much of it as you can, and know that if you miss something, they'll bring it back to you if it's important. So don't stress about it. When you get into that space of stress and judging yourself for not doing it right, you're blocking it. So instead, celebrate, have a party, just really enjoy and be in a state of gratitude and appreciation that they have chosen you to be the channel for this information. Do your very best, and that is good enough. No judgment. When you shift into that understanding and energy, you'll probably get more because you won't be in a space of resistance where you're
Right.
judging and being critical.
Yeah, I overthink. So that's my challenge for sure. And when do you see me doing this professionally? I'm not sure if I can or want to, but like on the side, it would be a side gig kind of a thing.
So is it an optimal choice for Janaki to do professional readings? Yeah, they're saying as long as you enjoy it, do it. And don't limit yourself to these boxes of what you think it should look like.
Right.
Be intuitive about it. Allow it to unfold because it's your unique gift. Nobody else has one like yours.
Yes. Thank you.
Expanding. So
Yes.
find your own path and allow it to expand as you expand. It will change. But always do those things that feel so wonderful and you'll be successful. You have to be.
Okay, that's exactly what I've been thinking. Yes, because I hear a lot of feedback about do it this way, do it that way, and I'm like, no, that's not going to work for me. So I get that. Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, when you do that, you're limiting yourself because you're trying to fit into somebody else's box.
Exactly. Yes, yes. Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Next is Alice.
Hey, Alice, how are you?
Hi. Well, I'm actually doing. Can you hear me? Is that? I'm doing very well, and it's a big day because this day my father died, and I'm wondering. My question is to both my guides and his guides. Was the mission accomplished? You know, the agreements that we set up before my birth, that even included his mother, you know, was that accomplished? And then, of course, I'd like to know what's next.
Okay, so all of our hearts go out to you, Alice, at the loss of your father and sending you love and healing energy.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So can you tell Alice where all of the contracts with her father resolved? They're saying all the important ones, Alice. So no worries. That's part's good. And so is there anything else that she needs to know about this situation with her father and his mother? Again, nothing that you need to worry about. Anything that's left hanging, you will resolve over time. So they don't want you to be in that state. You're right now in a space of processing your feelings about your father's passing. And that's the most important thing. It's taking care of Alice.
So anything else vis-a-vis my mother or my siblings that I might not be aware of?
Is there anything about her mother or siblings that's important to know right now? No. And again, they're circling back and they're saying, no, let all of that stuff go. Right now, focus on processing your feelings. So what I'm getting, Alice, is it's like you're trying to run away from the feelings of grief by stuffing other priorities in, and that won't serve you. So it's be in that space, allow yourself to have whatever feelings you have about your father's passing. Connect with him if you want to. You can do that. And just give yourself some time and self-care right now. That's the most important thing. All those other great.
And the dream I had of him last night before I knew he was dead, the word for the music or the dance, bolero, came up. Can they say anything about that? Bolero or bolero?
So the song Bolero that came to Alice, is there anything you want to share with her about that? It's powerful. It's got a very powerful energy. It's very intense. Was your father an intense kind of guy?
Oh, heavens, yes.
Yeah, so it's like this, Kidding. It's his theme song, Alice.
Okay.
Like
I okay.
that song and connect it to him because it has the same energy. But it's also very beautiful. And maybe the dance that you've been doing with your father in this lifetime was kind of like the bolero. What is that, a tango, I think?
It's just a Spanish passion dance is what I can say about that.
I'm thinking it's a tango, but I could be wrong. But it's a very intense, very emotionally charged dance. Yeah, so it was a great symbolism for you and your father. And of course, then the next piece of that is he's passed out of that intensity. He's in a whole different energy now, much lighter, releasing a lot of the drama, transcending. That's what they're saying. He's transcending it. And so because he's doing that, you need to release all that drama as well and transcend it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Next is BB.
Hi, Deborah.
How are you?
I'm great. Thank you. I loved your book, by the way.
Thank you.
That's how I'm here. Really quick, 2 questions. A year ago, I had an Akashic reading, and the angels came and said that I had to find a course that would teach me how to improve my guide angel communication. And I found some books, but I feel like I'm missing some breadcrumbs, or because there's so much info, there's so many authors. I was wondering if there's any breadcrumbs or clues that might help me get to this, find this course that will help improve my communication.
Okay. So what can you tell BB about her desire to connect with her guides and angels? What's missing, BB, is the joy and the lightness. It feels like you're trying really hard, so there's some intensity behind it.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the energy you want to be in. You want to really reconnect with your inner child. Get into that state of joyfulness and celebration when you think of connecting with your guides. And truly, you don't need a course. You can do this. You already have the ability. So when you meditate, do you feel a connection with your guides?
No, but I did get some contact. Like I have his name and I know where he's from, but then nothing beyond that.
Okay, well, that might be part of the problem. If you're focusing on, I need to know my guide's name and I need to know what they look like and all that stuff, you're limiting yourself because you have many. You have a legion who serve you. And very often they will laugh when we ask what their name is because names don't mean anything to them. If you want to assign a name to them, they'll abide by it, but it's not important. So it's really, don't limit yourself to one. There's a whole team. Connect with all of them and allow them all to nurture and guide you because they are anyway. So why not connect with that energy? So use the guided visualizations if those resonate with you to get into the headspace and the energy space to connect with those guides. And then when you get to the end of the guided visualization, stay there because you're very relaxed and receptive. And then just start talking to them. What do you want to tell me? You got any information? Anything you feel like saying. And just give them the space to respond. Know that when you first start, it probably will be small snippets of things that you'll get, and that's perfectly fine. You are honing and tuning your muscle, and it takes a little practice. But after a while, you can get to the state where you can have a fluid dialogue with them. That's all possible for you.
That's what I was hoping for, and I just got frustrated after a couple of weeks of nothing beyond some basic info coming through. Okay.
You were going to love this 21-day meditation challenge then, because I documented the whole 21-day process. And as I tell you in the beginning of the book, it's like, I do this all the time. I should be able to step in and get massive downloads every day, right? No, there would be days where I'm sitting there and my mind is on hamster wheels and I'm thinking of other things. And sometimes I've gone through the whole 15 minutes they told me to do, and I got nothing. So I documented for you those crazy thoughts that were going through my head because I want you guys to know it's normal. It happens to everybody. When it happens, don't fight with it. Just some days are not the right time or place to do your meditation. And you just be at peace with that, let it go, come back and do it again the next day. Don't give up. So what Metatron said is the whole purpose of this exercise is developing discipline. It's the discipline of regularly doing it that will build that muscle and connect you more deeply so that most of the time you can have those more satisfying sessions.
Okay, awesome, amazing. And very last quick question. I had a dream about a barn that I'm supposed to invest in. It's my house. And I'm just wondering, I have 3 countries, this America, Norway, or the Netherlands.
So the optimal place for you to find that dream home?
That barn, they've showed it to me already. They showed me who's going to show it to me. I just don't know what country it's in. I don't know which country I should search in.
Okay, so the barn that BB is searching for, is it in America? What about Norway? What about the Netherlands? I get a yes on America and no on the other 2.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Deborah. Bye.
Bye.
Is Debbie in Minnesota still here?
Yep, I see her. Hey, Debbie.
Okay.
She's muted.
I'm here.
Glad you could make it.
I did make it. My vaccine will be whenever I go in and try and reset it up. So I'll do that after this. Let's see. What's my question? My question is just open. I'm just open to whatever the guides have to tell Dan and I, and whatever you feel drawn to do.
Okay. So what can you share with Debbie and Dan today? I get a big yes about the path that you're on, Debbie. And it's like, rah, rah, sis, boom, bah, keep going. You're on the right path. It feels wonderful. The energy is really high and powerful. So it's like your trajectory has changed from where it was even, a couple of years ago. You're on a much better trajectory now with a lot of amazing, exciting adventures coming for you. So they want to encourage you to keep going because there's so much yet to be discovered, so much delicious life yet to experience. And they're saying if you have any thoughts about maybe you're too old to do something, get rid of that right now because no, you are in your prime energetically and from a soul perspective. You're just getting started. There is so much yet coming, and it's feeling like there's something you're going to create, Debbie. This is you, not Dan. This is something from your big dream that you're going to create that is going to so satisfy you and serve in a way that your heart desires. It's really, really exciting. So it's just about you continuing to move forward, testing and trying whatever inspired ideas come to you to find that perfect space that you're going to create in, but something big that you're going to create.
Wow, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah. Is there something you've been thinking about? Maybe you thought it was too much and were afraid?
Oh, you know me. Fear always gets in the way. I think I've been trying to come up with a way to blend the horses and students and people and books, and that's always been kind of my dream. And it keeps bubbling up, this year when I played with the horses and kids online, I was with the horse and the kids were online. It was amazing to me how the horses behaved like the children. And I was able to, I don't know, it was amazing to me. It didn't matter whatever this child was going through, my horses presented for me to work through on a verbal and a spiritual and a connection with that. And so I think something is bubbling up, but I don't know if that's it or not.
Well, it's part of it. You've had a taste of it. Now it's about expanding it into something even better that you are in charge of, that you're not being governed by other people's rules.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's exactly it, is how to be able to provide the health insurance, how to provide, how to know how to do all of the things that one needs to do when they do things for money. And,
Well, there's
you know,
about that. No. Those are just roadblocks that you're manufacturing for yourself. Focus on doing it the way that you see it in your head. Take that vision and create it. Don't be afraid of it.
okay.
Because all the rest of it, those little entanglements, those are just, excuses not to do it, essentially. You can find people to help you with those things. You don't have to do it alone. In fact, I'm feeling and seeing this as bigger. You will need help. You can't do it alone.
Mm.
So it's you deciding what you want it to look like, and it can change, of course, but get something started and move forward with it. Allow it to evolve. I'm seeing like the parents are going to get so excited about what you're doing, and it's almost feeling like these will be differently abled children. They will not
Mm-hmm.
be standard kids that skate through life. These will be differently abled children that their parents are desperate for help, and you are going to be a godsend to them. That means they're going to get involved and help you, both
Okay.
fundraising and with management.
Okay. Interesting. That's very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, Joni, Joni, she's somebody who is big in the Christian world and works with disabled children.
Yeah.
She has a group that actually meets near us, and they have this camp where the kids come to and really look forward to it every summer. One of my rescue horses that I rehabbed ended up going to a family who now takes that horse to that camp to heal the children. I knew he was a healer, and I looked for 10 years for a place for that horse. And he was waiting for his kid to be born. She was only
Wow.
7 when she met him, and he was 10.
Wow.
It's this amazing miracle that I'm so blessed to have been a part of. But it took a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's serving, and you can see he's so happy. It's his purpose. He's fulfilling his purpose.
Sure.
We came off the
You know, and that's the other part, is bringing in the animals.
Oh, they're out.
You know, because I've been teaching from home, my animals have been part of this process. And it's so interesting to me to watch how they respond to different people on Zoom. Like right now, they're all calm. They haven't done a thing. But when I'm in with my students, each of my house animals changes too. And so it's not just my horses, it's all of them. They all become involved in different ways. And you're right, this is just something that's starting to emerge for me.
Yeah.
And it, well, it has been going on for years and years. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Other animals are telling you they want to be part of it. That's really exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know my friend Mindy, who has the resident horse, you've seen some of her videos where she has the horse circles, right?
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You see how that's evolved. They let the horses loose. The horses choose who they want to work with to heal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's amazing. So
it is
a model, perhaps. And I'm sure Mindy would be happy to consult with you and help you.
Yeah, Mindy and I have chatted a couple of times. It's been very interesting. And I've enjoyed our conversations. And so, you know, it's kind of like when I was working with the horses, it was warmer out, and I would take my phone and I asked the horses which one wanted to work with me that day. And they were very clear on who wanted to work and who didn't. And not even work, join, because it was a team effort. I just asked them who wanted to play today, and they would turn their nose towards me or away from me. And it always inspired me. And it wasn't just me. My paras even noticed how incredible the similarities were. And even that evolved, because the person who was on the other end of the line, who was supporting this whole adventure, knew exactly what to say and when to say it and how to say it. And it was phenomenal to me. Yeah. Phenomenal how this worked through Zoom. Life is good.
Last year, you've already started the process. Now it's just up to you to take it to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah. And support Dan and his business and me and mine. So it's going to be interesting.
Somehow maybe it'll all come together.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You've got this.
Thank you.
Maybe you make an RV park there, and the people who are working with Dan come and bring their kids who need therapy with your horses. I don't know.
Check in on that. Ask the guides about that question, please.
So merging in a way like an RV park, Dan's business and Debbie's business to come, would that be optimal? Oh yeah. Hip hip hooray, party time. Yeah. So
wow. Would it be at this property or will it be a new property?
Would it be optimal at her present property? Yeah, but I'm getting if you wanted to create like a winter space so you wouldn't have to be in the cold winters and could serve them better, you could also have a second place.
Wow. So that means that all kinds of funding will emerge. Very cool.
That's to support the vision. And remember, if you're working with these parents who are desperate for services for their children, they are going to support you in fundraising, grants, whatever. Just the sky's the limit. Ask for what you need because this is your vision. You got a lot of work to do, girl.
Oh dear. It's one step at a time.
You can do it. You wouldn't have the vision if it wasn't something that was possible.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anne and then Rebecca.
Hey, Anne, glad you could make it.
Oh, hi, Deborah. Yeah, thank you for your help the other day. So I'm ready to get started on this. I just wanted to ask if some of these, what would be optimal, like is Doylestown optimal place for me to look?
Okay. So is Doylestown an optimal place for Anne to look for a home? Yeah, I get a big yes on that.
Oh, okay.
So reach out to your contacts. Let them know you're looking.
Right. Yes, I will do that. So should I just leave it at that, or should I ask other, maybe possible other areas, or is this yes big enough that I should just focus on that?
Are there other areas that Anne should explore? Oh, I'm getting a no on that, Anne. So you're saying that Doylestown is it. That's the bullseye to shop.
Okay. Well, that's a big help. Okay.
Yes, Anne.
Okay. Well, thank you. And thank you again for your time and patience.
It's a matter of you reaching out to your network. Let them help you.
Okay. I will do that.
Great. Keep me posted.
Okay. Thank you.
Rebecca?
Hello.
Hi.
So I have two questions. The first is I have 2 months left until I graduate from college, and it's very stressful and I don't know how to deal with pressure. And I want to try to finish these 2 months beautifully, not like just in survive mode and it's like stressing all the time. So what my guides can tell me to help me to get through this stressful period.
Okay. So what can you tell Rebecca that will help her get through this stressful and studies? Are you meditating, Rebecca? Do you take time to meditate?
I try, but I don't do it on a daily basis.
Okay. So you don't have to actually do what you might think of as a meditation where you om and you spend an hour. No, they're saying just take 2 or 3 minutes, stop and do some deep breathing. Just center yourself. Do that twice a day is what I'm hearing. If you will give yourself that gift of twice a day, just stop, pause, take 2 to 3 minutes and breathe. Just notice what's going on in your body. Give yourself that self-care. That's going to make a difference. And it also opens the door just a crack for your guides to connect with you. So you might be getting some really great insights during that period. And I'm also seeing yoga. Do you do yoga?
I wanted to start, but I didn't already.
So they're saying just get a mat or put down a rug and do some stretching. You don't have to worry about if you're doing it right. Just get your body flexible. You're getting ready to run a marathon when you graduate. You're stepping into a whole new paradigm for you, and you want to be prepared. So the relaxation, the stretching, that's going to help you be prepared for that next.
Okay, and this is why I have a second question. So next year I need to choose to do something else. So I need to either get a university degree or do something else, and I don't know. Like okay, I'm sorry, it's hard to speak in English. So I don't know where to start looking to find something to do next year. So I don't know if I should go like to get a degree in languages, or like to work with children, or just don't get a degree and do only drama classes. I really don't know what I can do next year. So what can I?
Is it an optimal choice for Rebecca to continue her schooling next year? No. It's feeling like you need to take a break to kind of reset, reevaluate, to decide what you want to do. So it's like in that interim period, and you might even take more than 1 year off. That's up to you. Go out there and dabble in some of those things that intrigue you. Try them out, even if you have to do it as a volunteer. You want to test it and see if it's really all that. Because sometimes from the outside in, it's really appealing. But once you get into the weeds, it's like, oh my God, why did I choose this? It's awful. So you're at a place where you've got the luxury of being able to sample different things before you make a commitment. Give yourself that time. Don't rush.
Okay. 2 secondes. Sorry, it was my dad. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, next will be Raymond, and then Eileen. And in relationship to Raymond, he said he sent a question to you. Raymond, would you please voice the question to Deborah, please?
It's about something that I've been thinking about for. It's something between my thumb and my index finger. It's like something. It's like an implant or something. I don't know what it is. It's almost a centimeter long and it's very thin and it looks like a receiver or something. I don't know what it is that at all. But maybe you can shed some light on what it really is and why it's there.
Okay, so I found your question. So, all right. So this thing that's between your thumb and finger, is it something that happened in this present life? Yes. So it's not like it's from a past life, Raymond. It's something maybe you were too small to remember. So can you give us any help on why it's there? Is it something that needs to be removed? No, it's not hurting anything. It's feeling, Raymond, almost like it's there to cause you to remember something. You just haven't remembered it yet. So is it connected to a past life? No, it's a present life thing. So it's a big mystery. What can you tell Raymond about this thing? I'm getting, Raymond, that it's there to make you ask questions so that you don't get complacent and take life for granted. It's to remind you that there are certain unknowns in this world, and that's okay, because those unknowns are there to inspire you to go explore, to learn and expand. Does that make sense?
Well, yeah, somehow. I've always been wondering what it is, so I guess I will keep wondering the rest of my life.
Well, it might reveal itself to you at some point. But I'm just thinking, let me ask what age you were when you got it. Do you know?
Yeah. I don't know.
This implant, did it occur before the age of 5? I'm getting 3, Raymond. So something when you were 3. So can you tell us any more about that? It's like, one of those little kid accidents where you fall and you hit your hand on something, like you brace, you put that hand down, and like some little piece of a toy or something broke off in there and just got wedged in. So you might ask your mom if she remembers anything when you were 3 where you cut your hand.
Okay.
But it's not hurting you, obviously. It's been there all these years. So it's just a reminder. And
Thank you very much.
Yeah, encouraging you to explore and expand, not to be complacent. Complacent keeps coming up. So I don't know if that's an issue for you, but they're repeating it.
I think I know what you mean. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks again.
You're welcome.
Eileen is next.
Hi, Deborah. It's Feasting with Deborah Day again. I really like this. Thank you so much. I have 3 areas. First of all, I usually ask where I need to go with various things, and I'm launching my book, and I was given the date of April 1st as a launch date, which is April Fool's Day, but it's also the birthday of my paternal grandfather. So I would like to ask, he's been dead for 50 years. And I would like to ask if indeed he is involved in this and if he has any message for me.
Oh, is Eileen's grandfather involved in this book project? Oh yeah, big time. He's encouraging you. So it's optimal for her to launch on your birthday? He's jumping up and down, clapping his hands. Yeah, really loves that because it's a connection between the two of you, and he's celebrating that and really loves it. So you were very connected to him?
Not really. We lived a great distance away from one another. He came to France when we lived in France. He came and visited us when I was 7th grade, and I connected with him then. It was a very short period of time, but he always fascinated me. He was a self-taught man, had a great sense of humor, the kind of person who laughed so hard at his own jokes you had to laugh at them even if you didn't think they were funny. So thank you for that. And Nicole reminded me, I spent a lot of time, I developed a system for parenting that I have called Parenting Consciously, and raised my kids that way and see the effects of it. And I've taught it in various places around the world. But in the last several years, I kind of set parenting aside. And now I'm involved with somebody in Australia who's doing summits, who has invited me to do work with parenting. And I just absolutely love it and feel like I have a lot to offer. So I'm looking to see if I don't know if I need to go back into parenting or if that's an area that I need not to exclude. My work, I work with emotions, I'm working with manipulation, I work with parenting, I work with anger. It's a lot, but I love every one of them. So what can you tell me, please?
So is there something that's calling Eileen to expand her work with children? Yeah, you're reading that right. So would that be an optimal area for her to expand into? Yeah, Eileen, it's feeling like your life will not be as complete if you don't follow that intuitive hit. There's so much, there's a depth. I'm feeling a real depth, like a well, very deep, something for you to tap into that you haven't yet done. That's
Oh,
what,
wow.
yeah,
That's great.
deep satisfaction attached to it.
There is every time.
The thing is, you can make such a bigger impact with the children before they get into that manipulative crap, right? Get them before they go there.
Good. That's the idea. And so the third thing is there anything else that my guides would like me to hear or know? That's my third question, please.
Share with Eileen. I'm hearing the Can song, so you know, ta-ra-ra boom da. So they want you to get out and move your body. It's like hibernating because of COVID. They want you to get out and move your body because that's going to get the energy moving, which is in turn going to feed into this new vision you have with the book and the business.
Good. Thank you. I've been doing more walking, so that's good. And I've got both of my shots now since I'm in the over 75 group. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Next is Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hello. My question is, what is my, I guess, life path or purpose, and what would be the next step to focus on in pursuing it, of getting there?
So what can you share with Susan about her path? Any guidance? I'm seeing you as a little girl, and you're sitting by this pond. You've got a fishing pole, your legs are dangling in the water, and you're just looking up at the sun, just loving life, reveling in all the blessings that have been brought to you, and having this feeling that there's nothing you have to do. You can just simply be, and that will be perfect. Does that make sense? It's
Perhaps.
like you're trying to do a lot of doing rather than being, and they're telling you to slow down, to be Susan, and then from that space of relaxation and appreciation for your amazing soul, you look around at all the bounties of the world, and you can reach out and pick whatever delights you, that thing that is the most exciting, and do that. So if this is about earning money, Susan, look around at all the opportunities and choose something that lights you up. Don't be like all of those people that go to these soul killing jobs every day, that they're just counting the days of their life down, and it's meaningless just to bring in a paycheck. You don't have to do that. You've got so much more out there for you, but it's up to you. You get to make that choice. They won't tell you, Susan, you've got to go and be a nurse. It doesn't work that way. It's about you discovering what feeds your soul, figuring out how to use that to earn the living if that's what you need to do, and do it in a way that feeds your soul. That's what everybody is seeking to do. But it looks different for all of us because we put our own unique stamp upon it depending on how our soul is wired. So it's about you figuring that out for yourself. What are those things that you really love doing that light you up? That's where you start looking.
Okay. The next question I have is, I have a move coming up, and I'm wondering if staying local, going out of state, moving further away, what's the most optimal destination? If there's any guidance.
She's considering a move. Would it be optimal to move out of state? No. So something local, a local sort of move would be good. Yeah. You don't have to go far to change things up.
Okay.
Make it easy on yourself and find something that fits what you're moving towards that's somewhat local.
Okay. Thank you. That's all.
Next is Katharina.
Hi, Katharina.
Hi, Deborah. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I hear you fine.
Okay, great. My question is, so there are some creative projects that I need to get on with. You and I have talked about this, and I have a motivation issue. Every time I sit down to work on them, it's like this very heavy feeling comes over me, and I want to procrastinate and avoid and do anything else. And I'm wondering if it's linked to this feeling of needing to prove myself. And do my guides have any wisdom about how to move through this kind of space? Because they think I need to still do it, but there's a lot of resistance that comes up for me.
Is it something that you want to do?
Yes, but not in the moment. Whenever I sit down to do it, I don't want to do it, but the bigger picture of it, yes.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. So here's the thing. There's a lot of fear behind it. There's a fear of not doing it right, of not living up to your own expectations, falling on your face, all that stuff that plays in your mind. That's causing the procrastination because you don't want to face that fear. So just put that away. Just set a schedule and say, I'm going to do it for this amount of time on this date. And just start doing it, even though you don't want to. As soon as you do that, you're going to get that energy flowing. You're going to get back into, this is something I really want to do. It's going to feel better. And as soon as you make a little bit of progress, then the pace will pick up and you will be able to get through the project. But sometimes the self-care, self-love part is just saying to self, okay, we're just going to do this now because I know and I'm committed. This needs to be done. I want to do this. I don't care about any of that other stuff. I want this and I'm going to do it.
Okay, thank you. That's really powerful. I also wonder if the city I live in now is full of people who have incredible achievements, and I feel like I always compare myself, and I'm constantly comparing myself and saying, well, there's no point because it's not going to be as good as what they're doing. Is that also the answer to that?
Well, it's slightly different. Here's the thing. All of us do that. We compare ourselves to other people, and Creator says, why are you doing that? I made you unique. You're not like anybody else. You can't compare yourself to anybody else. All you can do is compare yourself to you. Am I better today than I was yesterday? That's the comparison. And the other thing about comparing to other people, from the outside looking in, it may seem like they're incredibly successful and they've done all this stuff. Guess what? Inside, they're probably going through the same kind of trepidations and fears, etc., that you are, because we're not all that different in that respect. So let that go. Just look at what has Katharina done and what is she going to do tomorrow. That's enough. That's more than enough.
Okay, that's great.
Out of you.
Thank you. Is that one of the reasons why some of my creative projects or creative collaborations haven't taken off in the way I wanted? Is it the fear that I'm bringing to them?
Yes, it's absolutely, because as a light worker, you have been killed, tormented, exiled, tortured in past lives, and that's there. For all of us, it's there, and it's what holds us back. So we're in a time now where we're being called to suck it up, buttercup, get over it, and move forward anyway. And when you do that, you're going to be so happy you did. It's going to feel wonderful. The energy is going to get flowing. It's going to lift you up. You're going to be filled with so much vital force energy. You're going to be on fire. And then nobody's going to stop you. You just need the momentum. That's what's missing.
Thank you.
Baby step into it a little bit at a time.
Thank you so much. I just have a second question, if that's okay, too. For a while, my paternal grandfather, I felt like he was working with my guides, or he was communicating with me and supporting me. For a while, he passed away a long time ago. And then in the last year or so, I haven't really felt his presence. Is he still there, or did he incarnate, or are you able to ask that?
So, Katharina's paternal grandfather, is he still connected, watching over? Yeah, he's still there. It feels like he's pulled back to allow you to expand. He's still there if you need him. You can call on him anytime.
Okay, wonderful. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Leah is next, and then Dariel.
Leah. Where'd you go? There you are. Are you there, Leah?
Yes. Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Can you hear me, Deborah?
I hear you, and I see you in that beautiful baby.
Yes, it's one of the twins. They're 8 months old. You can imagine I couldn't make it before that because there's a lot of work to do. But today I have my mom assisting, so I'm here. And for the first time, one of them on the stage is with us, and she wants to say hello.
She is beautiful.
Yes, well, I still can't believe that I have 2 daughters. You remember the story. Yeah, so I have, sorry for the noise she's making. My first question is an open question about what my guides would like to tell me now, if that's okay with you.
Sure. So what do you have to share with Leah? Well, they're jumping up and down with excitement, Leah, because they're celebrating with you. This was such an amazing journey that you went on. And they're celebrating your bravery and your willingness to step up and do something that not a lot of people would do. Have the courage to go at a mature age on your own. So it's wonderful. And these babies were waiting. So you opened the door and allowed them to have that experience. It's a huge celebration.
Oh, great. I mean, because I feel like that. I mean, I feel that I have made something, well, really unique. I have the bravery with all my fears, just to step out and do, you know, the not so normal. But I'm really happy that I went all through this journey. So it's a kind of I have the same feeling, and I know that the girls that they will learn about their dad and the way they came into this world. Maybe they, you know, maybe I have something you know, different to share with them when they grow up about. Sometimes maybe you don't come to this world in the most traditional, you know, way. You marry a man, blah blah blah. But if there is love in your heart, you can find other ways. So maybe this is my gift to them.
Yeah, but it's bigger than that, Leah. I feel like you've got to write a book, because I remember that woman who heard her parents say that she was supposed to be aborted, who didn't have children for most of her life because she carried that deep scar. And I remember that woman who fought through that. It makes me cry, Leah. And you overcame that against all the odds, and you had these beautiful babies. Oh my God.
Yes.
Write a book about it. You will inspire so many people.
Yes, maybe. Yes, that would be, you know, wonderful if I can give, if I can step up and talk with my experience and give hope to other women in this world. Maybe that would be my contribution somehow.
Well, you've already done that, but I just feel like a book would take it up the next level to help more people. Or maybe
why not?
Stages and telling your story. There are so many women out there who need to hear that story.
You know what? Strangely, this is something in my heart that sometimes I just feel like would love to do, but I'm not. I'm a tennis coach. My profession is completely different, so I don't know how I could reach a crowd in order to talk about this. But maybe maybe the way my life will unfold will finally make me do this also with other things. I don't know, but I'm really open and so glad that finally I saw that you have to take your fears and move on to pursue your dreams, whatever that is, because the shadows are only in your mind. That's this is this is what I gained from this experience, that it's nothing but only your what matters is the love you have in your heart, no matter what you want to achieve, no matter.
You can do anything, and you did.
Yes, anything can be done at last. So I'm now wondering about these little ladies. Is Greece a good place to grow up, or financially and career-wise, should I start, thinking abroad?
Okay. So for Leah, would it be an optimal choice to raise babies in Greece? Yeah, I get a yes on that, as long as you're happy there, Leah.
Okay, I am happy, but there are things that I'm I'm not financially in the state that I would like to be. So I'm just thinking if I should try other options. The only thing I know how to do is just to be a tennis trainer. So I don't know in other parts of this world if I could try, or I have more options. On the other hand, here is in Greece is my home. So I get a lot of help from friends, my mother. So from that perspective, is better for now for the babies to grow up. Yeah. But I'm just trying to think ahead of what is better for them. But here they have for now a happy life. Okay, so I'm just
interrupt you, Leah, because we're getting short on time here. But in the term, I want to talk about where you might tell your story. There are women's support groups, perhaps infertility groups. You could start there. Get out there and tell your story. I'm really feeling it strongly that you getting out there and telling the story verbally and in writing is going to open up new opportunities, and perhaps as the babies grow and you're able to that will open doors for you.
Yes, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. It's something that I'm playing with this idea because this is I can imagine myself on stage talking about that. But I don't know the path. Probably the path will unfold somehow, and I don't have to create it. Maybe this is something will attract me to where I should go. But anyway, I'm just
for you, Leah, I want you to stop saying you're just a tennis coach. That's just one thing that you did. Maybe you'll keep doing it, maybe you won't. But I want to say that you're a motivational speaker, and allow opportunities to come to you. Okay?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yes, and another thing I would like to ask about is this is an idea that is being played in my mind for years now. So it's not something new, but now I have something to say. That's the new thing. I am drawn to angel readings. I'm not doing angel readings, but I'm drawn to be a certified angelic reader. I don't know why. It's just, I believe in angels somehow.
Yeah, so here's what you need to know. You don't have to certify anything. Just start doing it. If you're drawn to it, do it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to go through any, process, you mean?
You don't have to. No.
Mm.
Start doing it. See how it works.
Okay.
You like it.
Okay. Yeah, I think that I like it. I don't have any experience, but it's something that makes me feel peaceful inside.
You are a divine channel of truth. You can read angel cards.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry for the noise. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make her a little.
So shall we go on to Darielle?
Yes, thank you so much for everything. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Darielle.
Hi, Deborah. I have a couple of questions about patterns that I have had with my teeth and allergies that it seems to keep coming up. And I would like to know, am I going to be able to clear that so I can go back to the dentist as I had a reaction? And I'd like to know as I'm going to be able to clear allergies, chemical dye sensitivities in a short period of time, in the next 6 months. Next week would be good. Today would be better.
All right.
Right now would be best.
It's highly likely that Darielle will successfully clear these allergies within 6 months. Yeah, the possibility is there. It's going to take some work. I'm seeing you pulling out weeds and roots. You got to make sure you get all the way to the roots. Don't just, break them off at the top. But yeah, you can.
Okay. And will is it a pattern from the past life, the trouble that I've had with my teeth?
Is the problem with the teeth related to a past life? No.
No. Okay. Is it a pattern that I have created? I had an event that created all these. I cut my finger, got fungus in my system, had an immune response. And since that time, I've had trouble with my teeth and just cleaned up my diet. I've done everything I can, and I'm still having some issues. It's like, what do I need to do to clear this?
Okay, so is this problem with the teeth related to the cut finger and the fungus? Yeah, systemic is what I'm feeling. It's like that opened the door, it all came flowing in and attacked your system, and then
Yeah.
in a variety of ways. So you're still working on getting all that fungus out and regenerating, but know that your cells regenerate. I forget the time period, but like every 3 months or something. So it's absolutely possible. It's just going to take work and diligence.
Okay. Okay. I will continue, what I'm doing. It laid dormant and then it surfaced its ugly head on Friday. So, okay. I will see what else I can dig in and clear. Thank you.
You're welcome. But that's a good sign, Darielle, that's ready to come out. Sometimes you have to heal to the place where you're healthy enough to have the sickness, if that makes sense. So your body can expel it.
Okay. All righty. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And the final one is Colin.
Hi, Colin.
Unmute yourself, Colin.
He has trouble with sound sometimes, so he might be able to.
Yeah, and let's see if there's any. Let me go back to his question and see if there's any words that he gave, and I'll be happy to read them. Just a moment. Okay, hang on just a minute. I'll find Colin had some extra words here. Oh, Colin, can you give examples similar to the Mantle of Light that can be requested? Also, please tell me if my spirit guides would want to share something at this time.
Okay. So the Mantle of Light, that's something that's given to you when you're ready for it by your guides. If you're ready for it, not everybody gets one. And so if you don't have it, don't worry about it. If you do have it, just know it's there to assist you. There's nothing you have to physically do. It's just there to boost you up and help you energetically. So is there anything else that you want to share with Colin today? I'm seeing a couple kittens playing on the street outside your house, and there's a gentleness about them, a softness about them, and they're inviting you to come out and play with them, Colin, to step away from your everyday routine, do something different, engage with them, see if they have a message for you, and if they want to take you on a journey, follow them. So it doesn't mean it's going to be kittens per se. It's just that's a symbolic representation of that gentleness and connecting with your angels. So they're beckoning you, Colin, to come out and engage. And it's out of your regular routine. So it's like you're going out of the house, out into the street, maybe down the street, breaking away from the norm. And maybe that means for you, like going someplace and doing some meditation in a quiet place and connecting with your guides. Because it's feeling like where you're at right now, you're not able to really do that. There's energy maybe that's interfering. So you want to get yourself away from that into a space where you can connect, because the assistance is there waiting for you. Hopefully that helps.
And Nicole had one second question, and Susan asked if you could ask the name of her spirit guides. Do you want to answer those two before we leave?
Sure. So go ahead, Nicole. What was your question?
What would my guides just like to share with me? Of course, I have a million questions. I want a puppy, a cooking class, just all of this stuff. So I'm just wondering what they would like me to know. Thank you.
So what would you like to share with Nicole today? I'm feeling like this big warm hug, like your guides just came up and they enveloped you in this amazing, soft, sensuous blanket. It just feels so wonderful. And they're wanting to convey to you that that's the love and support that they're bringing to you all the time, whether you're aware of it or not. So they've got your back because they came up from behind you and wrapped you up. So it's almost like a cocoon of love from your guide team. So there's nothing to fear when you're in that space. It's all going to work out. It's just a matter of you continuing to honor your vision and your inspired ideas and move forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Puppy? What a puppy.
Choice for Nicole to get a puppy. If you want it, absolutely.
Okay. Thank you.
And you got a thank you so much from Colin. He did say there was no sound, and you got a thank you so much with 3 exclamation points. And then Susan would like to know her names of her spirit guides before we go.
Okay. So Susan's spirit guides. Anybody want to jump up and share a name? Okay, so what do you want to tell her? Dennis. You've got a Dennis. Anybody else want to say hello? Andrea. Andrea and Dennis. Those are 2 that are willing to be identified. The others are just standing back. Is that helpful?
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. So Donna, do you have a question today?
A question. Some assistance is I'm completing an abundance mindset tracker, and I'm stuck and just I want to get unstuck. I want to get this finished. So any suggestions?
Okay. So abundance mindset tracker. What can you share with Donna to help her move through this? Stop the limiting beliefs. It's an abundance mindset, all right.
I know it.
So
I know it. But what is it? I know that. And I sat down to do it, and I'm like going around in circles with.
They said you're keeping it too small.
Bigger.
Gotta go bigger. That's the problem. You're trying to limit it to this little space. It won't fit.
Okay.
So give it more room to expand, and then it will become clearer to you.
Oh, okay. I guess it would be a print book on Amazon.
Print book on Amazon? Is that what you're going for? That's a great start.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be a downloadable that I could have almost like a template for people. Yes, that too. Okay, could have both kinds. All right.
More than that, Donna. It's like a whole course that comes out of it as well. So don't limit it. And whatever you focus on now and you create, just know it's still going to expand, because by its very definition, it has to. Right?
Exactly.
That's awesome. So you guys, there are some messages in the comments that you might have missed. And I know some people have left, they're not going to get their messages, so I'll try to include those. But like Debbie, Eileen put a message in there for you. I just saw that a minute ago. There's probably others, so you might just want to take a quick look and see if there's anything for you. But I think we're at the end. So thank you all so much for being here. I so appreciate you. I will do my best to get this video up as quickly as possible. Probably will be tomorrow since I've got Francesca here, but look for it. And there will be more coming. Luis, if you're still here, I want you to know I'm going to make you a video about that death conversation. So that's in the works, and I'll be bringing that out for you. If you guys haven't seen the latest video I posted on the incarnation of Nero, go listen to it, because it was one of those things I was afraid to post. And of course, you know, when you're afraid to do something, it's even more important. And amazingly, that video has gotten so many comments and likes. It's really getting a lot of views. It's doing well. So apparently it's important. And it's kind of political, which was the reason I didn't really want to get into it, but it needed to be said. So it's said, and it does go into past life connections that are kind of fascinating once you get there. So I hope you'll take a look at that. And please do like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because that will be tremendously helpful. So thank you so much for showing up today. I'll see you back here next month. So with much love and gratitude, bye for now.